Hello and welcome students. Today we're going to do the 7th module of Microsoft Excel. The title of this project is Panoramic Insurance. This is the Excel Module 7 SAM Project A. You can see the title. Well, if you want me to do this assignment for you or the complete course of Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, Statistics, Business Analytics, Finance and Accounting related projects, just text me over the WhatsApp with your files. You can also email me, and I will send the files again back to you after completing those, and you can submit it for grading. So it's a very economical service in terms of price, and also it's available 24/7, so you can text me anytime. Heading towards the first step, that is, keep one thing in mind, that this is a bit complex project, so be vigilant while doing that. Shara Haik is the Assistant Director of the Claim Center for Panoramic Insurance in Nashville, Tennessee. She has been tracking monthly insurance claims submission in an Excel workbook and asks you for help analyzing data. Go to the claims log worksheet. This is the claims log worksheet, you can see. This worksheet contains a table named claims. Okay, let's see which is the claims table. Okay, this is the claims table. Got it. That lists data about claims submission. Shira wants you to list the policy type of each column, which corresponds to the data in the prefix column. Provide the policy type as follows. Okay. In cell F6, enter formula using HLOOKUP function. This is the cell, this is F6, where we want to put the formula. Sorry. HLOOKUP function. So click in the cell, go to the functions, and here type the HLOOKUP. Now the policy type is, okay, use a structured reference to look the value in the prefix column. So this is the prefix column, and we just need to click that cell. One thing keep in mind, that do not enter the value D6. Okay, although the answer will be same, but as per the instruction you will not get the score if you do not use a structured reference. I hope you got it. Moving to the table array. Retrieve the value in row 2 of the policy type named range on the lookup worksheet. So the table array in this case is policy types. One thing is that you can go to this section, but the other thing is that the table array, since it's a name range, so you can just type those also. Policy types. Now you see, if I click the policy type, it has gone to this range, and it has got the numbers like 100, 200, 300. This is the policy type range. Now row 2, row was row 2. You can see retrieve the value in row 2. So here we have to put the value 2. And not the least, each policy type covers a range of prefix values, so find an approximate match. For approximate match, I generally use true. You can also use this. Click OK. Now you see, this is the prefix. By watching this prefix value, HLOOKUP has given us the value of these policy types, you can see. Okay, auto, home, renter, life, this one. I hope you got it. So we are done with the step number 1. Moving to step number 2. Shira asks you to list each claim type which corresponds to the code in the claim code column. Provide the claim types as follows. In cell I6, enter a formula using XLOOKUP function to look up the claim type. We have to go to the claims log worksheet, and here in I6 we have to look for the XLOOKUP function. This is the XLOOKUP, and it says use a structured reference to look up the value in the claim code column. Where is the claim code? This is the claim code column. And next is use the code's name range on the lookup sheet as the lookup array. So the lookup array is, I would rather type it, okay? Codes. Now return the corresponding value from the claim type name range on the lookup worksheet. So here you can type the name range, that is okay. In this one, so we do not need, sorry, this okay. So moving to next, specify an exact match or larger number item 1 as a match mode. Okay, so we will leave this one, okay, and we will just match mode, we will use 1. Now you see by XLOOKUP has given us the value by watching this claim code and going to this sheet and this range. Excel has given us these values. I hope you got it. So we are done with the step number 2 as well. Moving to step number 3, that is, when submitting a claim, customer rate their experience with Panoramic Insurance according to 3 criteria: policy coverage, value, and service. Shira entered the rating in the claims table and want you to calculate the average rating of each correspondence as follows, each customer as follows. Okay. In M6, enter a formula using average function and a structured reference to average the values in the coverage to customer column. This is M6. Here we have to average these 3 values, but keep one thing in mind, that you cannot use the cell references. You have to use the structured reference. Okay, equal sign, and you can use average, and you can select the range, this one. Now you see Excel has taken up the lookup range, the name range rather than the cells. So we are done with this step as well. Fill the formula of the rest if necessary, but in our case Excel has automatically populated this column. Moving to step number 4, that is the company policy is to make a follow-up call within 1 week to customers who submit claims on a renter insurance policy, and to call customer within 3 days if they provide an average rating of 3 or less. This could include the follow-up information as follows. In N6, insert a formula using IFS function. Ifs function, we call it ifs. This is the ifs function. And use a structured reference to test whether the policy type is a renter and display the text week 1. Okay, where's the policy type? If this policy type that is equal to renters, then what should it display? It should display us week 1. Got it? And if the average is less than or equal to 3, if the average is less than equal to 3, then it should display us 3 days. And moving to next, add a final default argument to test whether any other condition is true. So we will just add true to this logical test. Okay, wait, I've got something wrong, I guess. The type is this one, and it says okay, we will use, it says true and display blank. We will use this quotation marks. Now it works. We hadn't added this logical test 3. We haven't added only logical test, and when that was true we hadn't placed those marks. That's why it was giving me error. Okay, now you see this column has been populated. Okay, one thing I just got struck, that is not week 1. I think that is 1 week. 1 is ahead of the week. So I will type 1 ahead and I will remove this one. Hope you got it. Yeah, this is correct now. 1 week. So we are done with step number 4. Okay, moving to step number 5, that is Shira asks you to complete the summary information in the range P4 to R12. Calculate the number of claims made for each insurance agent as follows. In cell Q6, enter a formula using COUNTIF function. This is the Q6 cell, and here we have to put a formula of COUNTIF. Now, sorry, count the entries in the agent column of the claim table. This is the agent column. We have to count these entries. Claim agent, choose this. They also told us to display the number of claims for the Fernandez P6 and the criteria, that is this one. So Excel will count all the entries of Fernandez, like we have given the criteria, from this column, and it will display the result. Now you see Fernandez has total of 8 count entries. Count if we count it. Okay, fill the formula into the range Q7 to Q12 without formatting. So we'll just drag it, and here we will apply fill without formatting. And that's it for point number 5. I think that's it for this video. Video is going to be very lengthy if I keep on continuing. If you want me to do this assignment, just share your files over the WhatsApp, and also you can email me and I will get back to you within a few hours and get your assignment done, and I will deliver the files back to you, and then you can just submit it and get it graded. So don't worry about the pricing as well, and also it's a 24/7 available service. Do subscribe to my channel and watch for the next videos. Till then, take care.